On today's episode of Why Do I Own a House? Hot water heater maintenance. This hot water heater keeps kicking off the breaker. So we have to change at least the bottom one, I think, and change both of these electrodes. So I'm going to show you the most important step in just a second. The most important step is to find where your hot water breaker is and turn it off, unless you want to meet your maker, if you believe in your maker. We'll go back over there. Boom. All right, everything's protected by these panels. Here's this one. This up here. Screw aside. There's the bottom one. Same deal. One screw on top. Pops right off. Number two. This water here is probably, I don't know, 8 years old, maybe 10. And I had to reset this. Right. Sooner or later, I'm going to need to replace this water heater. Here's a protective plastic that needs to come off. Top right off there. There's the top protective plastic. There's the bottom protective plastic. Those two. And that gives you access to the bottom one. And the bottom element. Top element. And the top control box. Got about insulation here. Rip right a little bit. Yeah, has to get to everything. See how everything's wedged in there.
Yeah.
So, gotta get all these wires moved over to the other one. And we gotta get the find where it's anchored. If it's like this one, I think 2 anchors on the bottom of each one. So we gotta make it to them to get the screws out, hopefully. And then we're going to try to at least change the bottom element. Pause it for a second. It looks like the bottom control box is pulled. This tab, this was already pulled out for some reason. And there's a tab here that you would just pull on, and this will pop up out once the wires are unhooked. You can see through corrosion. These. Oh, got lucky on that one. And that corrosion is a pretty good sign. This tank is either sweating a lot or there's a minor leak somewhere. Neither of which are good for something that runs on electricity. Here's this one. It probably looks like this one doesn't want to come loose. This one was on top. That one came loose. That's on the bottom. Looks like, man, we'll just pull up out of here and get access to this. Okay, now I can get more better access to this. Tell my most recent reset worked pretty well because the back of this is hot. Whew. Alright, let's just pause this while I get another tool. Alright, this would not come loose. This actually broke off. I was trying to pry some of the plastic away to make it come loose, but you see how corroded this is?
Yeah.
Was not going to be the case. But we got it broke loose. We only lost a short piece of it. It looks long enough where we should be able to just re-strip the end. And we'll be good. So pause that while I find the strippers. And for all you people who got excited, this is what I meant by stripper. Wire stripper. So all you people who got excited for a few seconds. Sorry. We went. Gotta find the right size gauge, and there you go.
Yep, and
It should be good to go.
yep, and never use them for. Will you say it'd be safer to start on a bigger gauge than work your way
Yes.
down, just so you don't accidentally cut your wire and risk
Exactly.
pulling it out of the sleeve?
Because I knew that was a 12 gauge, and so they were 12. But no, if you don't know, begin bigger and then work your way up. That is correct. That's what you want to do. What we're also going to do is we're going to try to get this bottom element changed, I believe. Although this was hot, so that shouldn't be the issue, right?
Shouldn't.
So we'll wait, and if this doesn't cure a problem, then we'll go into that. Now pause it while I get these out of here.
Go.
Alright, got my new one of these bad boys. Make sure these are turnable before I... Yeah. They're turnable. Can't probably put this one right in here before...
Probably.
Let me pause that. What I'm going to do is just kink the this a little bit. Is that pause or unpause?
Unpaused.
This was the bottom one. I work him in here. I kinked that just a little bit.
Just so it got a hook to hold.
Yeah. Got my swimming trunks on because I thought I was going to change this, but I feel like that's working on the bottom here, so maybe let things lie. I mean that.
Yep.
I'm going to try to hook this back underneath this retainer. You see this retainer here?
Let me zoom to see if we can see it.
There's a retainer here. Yeah.
There we go. They can roughly see it now, I think.
There's the retainer. Pull it outwards. Set this behind it. There we go. Now that's set behind the retainer. Here's the top wire. We put back in here. So that's it back here. Oh, that's tightened. This is tightened.
Oh, let me stand up.
Here's how you sure you put your screwdriver in here.
Yeah, let me zoom so they can see that better.
Hole here. Here's the little angle. That's it at 125. Turn up to 150. Or over to 90. However you feel fit. We've got all adults in this house. So I keep it a little bit hot so that the hot showers last longer because you can control. Turn off power. See? I know what I was doing. Even says so. And then you got, this is supposed to hook right here. Like if I had children in the house, I would not have it so hot. I would have it a lot less than that. Huh. Last time that piece did put back in, I guess?
Yeah.
You change that stupid element. Put that back in there. Put this back in here. This is a Whirlpool heater. Like I said, 8 to 10 years old.
Which for a water heater, considering we have such hard water, would you consider that good, bad, average?
Well, for the hard water, I guess that's about average. Not really good. I'm going to cut this one too. Let's make this whole process.
I'll pause this quick.
Put this back in when I'm done. Put it right here so I don't forget about it. So here, back up a little bit. Here we got the top one. Black's on this side over here. The white one's on this side. Figure out how this one's anchored in. The red one's on top. Red and blue's on top. Yeah, screenshot that quick.
Let me just take a picture. Let me get real and close.
Alright. So what's going on is keep trying to reset this button. Guess it's still active now. I gotta unhook all these wires is what we gotta do. Hope this one actually cooperates. Wait, yep. You can't be so close it can't work. Right? You know what I mean?
Let me just wiggle my way into this corner. There we go.
I mean, it's really... I think there's nothing in that one, or this one. Alright, this one is the one that has something. See, some of these don't have anything, some of them have 2 wires. This does not matter. I take this off and it falls because the new one has its own wires. Flat screwdriver. Gently put this in here and pry this out. Put a ton of insulation in here too for maximum heat retention. What makes working on it semi-difficult. These are the thermostats that control the heat elements. Really, hot water tanks are pretty simple. You got this. The power comes into the thermostats, and then basically, thermostat sends the power to the heat elements. Really, if you live in an area that doesn't have hard water like this, you could keep a water tank going forever. Our problem is the hard water, the calcium and whatnot. Just massacres these poor friggin' things. So the point, yes. Once again, I'm pulling the retainer on this side. Retainer forward on this side. This slips up and out. Here's number 2. Too many things in one spot, apparently. Get this tape either. So this is how it came out.
Let me just zoom outside.
That's how it. Well, the reset button's already popped out. See that? So I guess it is popped out. Just without the power, it won't reset.
Yep.
That's interesting. Oh, see how we open? I already showed you how to adjust the heat. Depending on what you need. I say with children, always better to be in a 125 to even a 90 range. Phew. This side was, gosh darn. Yeah. Look at my fingers pinched. That was unfun, to say the least. Oh, wow. Phew. That's got me trying to disappear on me for some reason. Like I said, we put so much insulation in here. We try to make it as efficient as possible, but that makes it So you're trying to force back. Insulation definitely helps fight you. There's like no extra room whatsoever. Oh crap, where's a Phillips screwdriver? Up here?
Yep.
Got the red and the blue combo. Let's leave back in. No. No, this is the way that where it belong. Get out of there. There we go. Look. And the bottom. So. Here's a stupid carrier. You can pause this for a second. Two top ones in. So go. Two top ones anchored. Now we're going to move over to here. Like I've been saying, the insulation does fight you to a certain degree on this. Oh, friggin'. That red is out. Super red. Keeps popping out. I think the other one's made a little bit different than this one. This one is made to where there's hangers on the side. Wires went through and trapped them. This one does not have them. This is what the issue is. The red doesn't have a lot of extra to it. Here, pause that one. Alright, they created a hook on both of them. You got that on camera, right?
Well, I can see the red one that hooked, just not the blue.
Blue is opposite of the red. It hooks upwards instead of downwards. As you can see, this is not the same as the other one for the convenience of the little tabs. Guess that's in there, right?
Yeah.
Man, if it be here just a little bit more, I'd be happier. So you can tell how this is definitely fighting. I think that's caught pretty well. Now I need the black one also on this side. Here, a little. I just grabbed the end of it with the needle nose and just creating a little hook just like that. A second screwdriver help push it down in helps. Like I said, this is definitely really close knit quarters. Got it in there. This one. There we go. He should be. That will be. Well, I already did the black one on top, didn't I?
Yes.
The top is done. And this guy. I think this guy went on the bottom, right?
Yes.
Guy. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put a little twist on him, I think, as well. And here's the thing. I got electrical wire around here too. So just in case something happens and one of these wires breaks off and it becomes too short. Not a huge issue for me. I got my means and supplies to make a new wire. Away from retainer. It doesn't lock in like the older one. That's the saying, kids learn to get what you get, you don't throw a fit.
Yep.
You know the saying? That's as good as it's gonna get. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Well, everything's back to being secured. It's still reaching a reset. This one you need to. And back in.
And the last panel to cover.
Seal it back up. Alright, screwdriver. Most important thing at the end, turn the water supply back on. And make sure the tank is topped off before turning the power back on. Because if you don't, you're going to burn out your elements. If the tank is empty, then the element's going to fry. We didn't drain much water out for this. Drained out a little because I thought we were going to do that bottom one, but we ended up not doing the bottom one. So anyways, that is it. Oh no, that's not it. Just realized, see?
Put the last plastic protector on.
Yeah, last plastic protector, so that's not it, see? It's not it.
So once you get that on, you want me to run upstairs and turn off the water?
If it's flowing out, yeah, you know, full stream, yes. See, this is the last piece of the puzzle. This in here, so now you're protected when you go to push a reset button. So that is the last. See? Most people wouldn't have admitted that they forgot something. They would have just left you hanging. But overly honest videos. This should be a YouTube channel. There we go. Anyways, that's how you change the thermostats in any hot water tank. It's just not a whirlpool. I mean, I must keep these up here in case I ever need them, because that's what people do. We keep junk on hand. See, now it popped back in. See, sucker was probably hot. That's why it popped out, and it finally cooled off enough where it finally popped in. So there's definitely something wrong with this one. You actually need to sit against the tank in there, because these are your thermostat pieces that gauge your temperature when to turn everything on and off. But anyway, you're epic, we're epic. Comment on my video, subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment below. I try to comment to all the comments that are in my native language and I can understand. A lot of people leave comments, and if Google Translate helps me, then I comment back. If Google Translate needs me high and dry, then sorry about that. But anyways, peace.